This is Sexy Funny Raw, where we talk all about the world of sex, from dating and relationships to the adult industry itself, answering all the questions you weren't even brave enough to ask Google. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sexy Funny Raw. I am, of course, your host, Sylvia Sage, and joined in me? He has been in me, but joined in studio with me today is adult film star Tommy Pistol. Welcome to the show, Tommy.
Thank you.
Should I say welcome back to the show? This is not your first time here.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, I feel like last time we got very serious. We did a lot of like single dad topics for you.
Yeah.
We're not doing that today.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
We're just going to have fun.
God, because I was like, man, the way the world is, what the fuck is happening?
I don't want to stress you out.
That's where I sent the message. I was like,
you're like, what are we going to talk about?
I'm like, don't cry. Try not to cry.
Well, I hope to God you don't cry, because today we're just talking sex positions.
Cry and laughter.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we want. So I went on to BuzzFeed, okay?
Okay.
And BuzzFeed gave top 20 sex positions. I did not agree with their top 20. I got the top 10 because we are short on time on these episodes. But we're going to run through the top 10 and see how you and I feel about what they ranked their top ones to be. All right? We're going to start at the bottom.
Done.
Number 10.
Okay.
A classic. Missionary.
I love it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad at Missionary ever.
My only issue with Missionary is when they want us on top of something that I am not tall enough.
No, you're talking porn missionary. There's a difference.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Real life missionary and porn missionary.
Real life missionary is the most romantic, calmest,
it is.
eye to eye, touching, groping, holding, body pressed against each other. Mm-hmm. I love that. Usually, that's like a winner for me.
It's a classic for a reason.
Yeah, as long as my hips and back
are good.
Hold out. And then I gotta go in this booth.
It's so funny you just said that, because I turned 40 next week, and I shit you not, I was doing like a arch doggy the other day, and I was like, I gotta get out of this position. I'm gonna throw my back out. I can't stay here.
I'm really sweaty. And
as I rolled over, I was like, this hurts.
I fucking grunt and groan when I have to change certain positions.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm glad it's not just me. Thank you.
No. July I turned 48, so
yes,
I'm like,
sir.
Yeah, right?
Killing the game.
Killing a lot of things. But
mainly my energy levels.
Everything No. I think Missionary is great, and people say it's boring, but I think you're missing out on everything else you could be doing. If any position you think is boring, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Missionary, you put the legs up.
Yeah.
You lick the feet.
Well, that's not necessarily missionary. That's other. We'll get further.
Sorry.
They're just talking regular mish. But I agree. Okay. I think it's a classic for a reason. Yeah. It definitely deserves to be in the top 10. That one I'm cool with.
Same.
Okay. Number 9. This was your backup. Spooning. Fucking golden in my book.
Yeah. It's just another, the positions that can put your bodies next to each other where it's not so distant. Like that's, to me, is the most romantic, where the sensuality and like really feeling your other partner and her reacting to what you're doing and how you're touching. And even in like, for missionary, like using your fingers. And, if you could get fingers in with the penis, and like
spooning is great for like hitting all the other senses, for boob grabbing, for clit stimulation,
whispering, talking, all that, kissing
so
the
good
back,
for that.
like licking the armpit, whatever,
licking the armpit, all right,
everything,
get in
it's just, I mean, in those moments, like sex is so intense, and it's like, I think sometimes people don't know how to let go or really get there. And it's just, you know, I don't know. I love that.
I think also spooning is ideal for one, being tired. For two, morning sex, because you don't have to get their breath. That's why I love it.
That is true.
Yeah. I'm like, just slide in. Don't even look at me. Don't look at my face. Don't see anything about me. I just want you back there, you know?
I've had to, brush my teeth a few times.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Also, it's good for when we are doing like softcore porn and pornos. It's great for like hiding things. So I like that.
Yeah. I usually request that position in softcore to be last.
Oh, okay.
Because the doggy is usually like 5
Doggy's
minutes
an
on
easy
your
hide.
knees.
Yeah.
And it's just like I start to like I could feel the blood swelling in my feet, and it's like, what are you doing, dude?
I love listening to our geriatric porn fucking complaints. I didn't have these complaints when I first started in porn, by the way.
No.
I remember being a little sore from arching, but nothing like it is now. It's just a whole different.
Your body alerts you a lot more honestly now. Like, stop. Like,
yeah. And meanwhile, we're still fucking 20-year-olds. So it's like they've got energy for days, you know?
Yeah. The whole energy dynamic. It's like, I'm still like really proud I could keep up with a lot of it.
Yeah.
But throughout the years, you learn tricks and stuff.
True.
Where it's like, whoa, that was really intense. And it's like, I was really buying time because I needed to catch my breath. So I'm glad no one else noticed, but that's the truth.
I love it.
I'm not. I swear
That's
to God,
what I love about threesomes, because I'm like, you do it. I'm going to sit over here and masturbate. I'm like, oh my God, catch my breath for a second.
You're so dirty. I got to watch this.
5 more minutes.
Oh my God. I gotta step away.
Yeah. Run to the bathroom really quick.
Stretch.
Take a moment.
Stretch my hips. Yeah, honestly.
Okay. All right. Next position.
Yes.
The squat. Now, I have drawn some stick figures just so everyone knows what we're referring to. So this is man down, woman squatting on top of man.
Yeah.
Okay. So I like this. Also a great thigh workout. Little notes that I made for myself.
I mean, yeah, that's like, if you're counting, you go to a gym, you're like, I'm good at 25. Yeah. But if you're doing these positions, you're like,
get a couple hundred in.
Yeah, you didn't realize, I just fucking like destroyed it. And it's this position actually, just yesterday, I've been doing a lot of VR for King.
Oh, that's a VR move if I've ever seen it.
I was like, VR is really different, and I always heard negative things about it, but once I started shooting with 5-star and being the whole bondage aspect of like trying, it's weird because they're like, I'm the dom in VR, but it's like I literally have T-Rex hands because I have this in front of me, so I can't do much. But in these certain positions, like this one yesterday was perfect. Yeah. And I could just like, okay, this is great. I'm not like cranking my back. Like when you do those scenes, you usually have like a walker to hold you up. Yes. But it's because you got to arch and stay there for the time. But that position is perfect.
So I want to tell people with VR, what he's talking about, virtual reality, it's when the man is doing virtual reality, he has really no movement available to him because he has this super tight headgear on that is in front of his eyes and it's on the side of his ears also.
Luckily, they have a contraption that
comes down. Oh, that's nice.
Nothing's on my head. I literally just have to hold myself up and not lean in too much.
Really?
So it's a lot of leaning, which is like, again, like my back is like, what are you doing, bro?
So you're not directly behind the goggles?
No, it is here. It is like right here. I feel the heat off the batteries on my eyes, which I'm sure at some point I will need to get checked out. Yeah. My vision's going. I wonder why.
Wonder what that
can't connect the two. Wait. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And the men usually, you said you are using your hands, but a lot of times they can't even use their hands. They can't talk. They can't do anything. They are literally just a sex toy at that point.
I'm a talker. I'm a moaner. Yeah. I like to express myself. I'm comfortable doing that after all these years.
Is it hard to be silent in that moment? I can imagine it would be.
I've gotten used to it. Okay. Like I could still like, lean down and kind of like see what's happening and be like, that's so hot. But I'm also like straining my eyes and my neck. So but it's Yeah, it's different, and it is a little easier just physically wise, because I know I'm doing less motion and with the lean, but it is something a little different that I'm like starting to like.
Yeah.
So, and it kind of like, all right, still making money, still getting paid, still having sex, taking a little break. It's a little different, but you know,
It's hard to be upset when you get a paycheck for coming. You know,
I mean, it is the best job.
It really is.
I swear to God, it is. And
When I tell people, they're like, "You had a busy day." I'm like, "Yeah, I got a bunch of filming to do." They're like, "Oh, that sucks." I'm like, "Does it though?" Because I'm just gonna go home and masturbate. So
when I compare the years of like I have in front of the camera to like, you know, acting and stuff like that, I was like, the fucking experience I got of learning just pacing and learning scripts and like really taking it serious. That's where I think I did the best part. It was like acknowledging what I'm doing, this opportunity, this time, these situations. And like, I feel like I could step in front of anything, mainstream or whatever, and just give and just do it, because I've done over 10,000 hours. Like I got the time, like, and it's just it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah. We were talking earlier, you're almost at 20 years in the porn industry. Yeah. That's fucking insane. You're at 19 this year.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's ridiculous. And it feels like I've done nothing.
I know. I'm at 10. This is my 10th year. And I'm like, 10 years. It feels like 2 at best.
Yeah.
Like I'm still 32, 100%.
Yeah. No, it's just, I started working at 14 and
not in porn.
Not in porn.
I was like, whoa, let's backtrack.
Let me make that really clear. It was not adult movies I was working in at 14 in any way. It was a comic book store.
Okay, great.
But my whole life, you know, it's this whole rat race to the bottom. And I was like, adults gave me the money, the time to travel, to do things, to raise my family, all these things that I would only be struggling to do. Like it really, and it's the one natural thing we all do, but it's the most looked down on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what, you know,
doesn't correlate for me either.
It doesn't work. And like, you know, when at the award shows and everything, like, you know, we're in a room of a bunch of people that were like, you know, fuck the
society.
the regular cycle. I get one life. I'm gonna fucking live it the way I want.
And the people are the most amazing people I've met because they have that mindset.
Yeah.
And it makes sex so much more fun when you're with people who are like, I don't give a shit. Like, let's just do it. And I'm like, cool. Let's have some
fun.
awesome fucking sex then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of awesome sex, this move, the squat, by the way, this for me is how I make a guy come the fastest. Because I know for me, like, obviously, women love the scoot when we're on top because it gets our clit. But I find I can do the most like up and down squatting, and you guys are big on the fucking
yeah.
That's where I feel like I can like annihilate a man's penis and just really knock a cum shot out pretty quickly.
It's mine. Get over here. Give me that look.
Yeah.
No, I love that. No, that too. When it's hitting that point and you're hitting certain things and everything, it is like, oh my God.
Well,
like
and
instant.
Yeah, if she knows how to, you know, bounce correctly and with some sort of rhythm.
The drawback is just to like what you not do in this
don't
position
come inside.
is just don't come inside. No surprises. And just don't sit there, because that does make it a little like, okay, what's happening?
Yeah. Ladies, when you get up there, that's your job. Or gentlemen, you can be up in that position as well.
I mean, the guys can always.
I'm thinking about gay men, but yeah.
The guys can always put their knees up. So if their knees are up, then the ladies could use it like an anchor, and then your teamwork, and then you still use the hands. So, like.
A lot less pressure off the woman for that.
Yeah. You feel like, hey, you're getting tired. Hey, let's work this up. We got this.
Yeah.
We got this. We work this. We gotta science the shit out of this.
I love when sex is a balancing act, because you can tell when one person's like, I'm about tapped, you know?
When
and you're
someone's like just staring at the fucking wall, like, is that a picture of a clown? Like, no. Focus. Eye contact.
We're switching it up.
Eye contact.
It's huge.
Is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And if you don't have it, it's not it's not going to be the same thing.
You know, it's interesting because I've said the same thing about eye contact because of porn. Obviously, you're having sex with basically strangers a lot of the time, especially in the beginning, strangers. Towards the end, you're like, oh, you know everybody. But in the beginning, I always said eye contact was so important to me because, like, even if I'm not physically attracted to them in every way, I feel like I can always look into somebody's eyes and, like, connect with their person. Yeah. You know, like who they are. Yeah. And, like, we can find, like, a good sexual connect that way.
It's another level.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a shame I hear about a lot of young dudes now that they don't have enough experience of being with people, and they only learn from stuff they watched. So it's like,
which is not something you should be taking lessons from.
No. It's literally a hands-on experience. Yeah. If you're not doing it enough, you're not going to be what you think you are. Yeah. And watching somebody do what you want, you're not them. You'll never be them. Like, you need to figure out your own personality and go from there. But you're never going to be another Safredi or Tommy or anything. It's just like, it's all about you. What are you going to bring to the game? What are you going to do different? What kind of personality are you going to have?
And that's what's so exciting about it. I don't want the same person every time.
No.
How fucking boring. Yeah.
There's a few people that have this like routine, and it's just one mode. And it's like every movie is like, you can pop the head off and it's the same fucking thing. So I personally always like to switch it up. And again, with whoever I'm performing with, it's going to be a different movie every time. And we're going to bounce off each other. And the more comfortable we are, the fucking hotter the scene.
Agreed. Okay. They ranked this one. This is one I definitely disagree with. They ranked number 7 as planking. So that's just body to body. Because they called missionary man's arms up.
Isn't that blanketing?
Yeah, it is. We call it blanketing because we're not allowed to do it in porn. The big thing about porn is you always have to open up to a camera. So even like in missionary, one of my legs would be open so the camera could see what was happening. Yeah. And planking, or what we call blanketing, we're not allowed to do because the camera can't see anything. So we don't do this, but I also don't really want to even do this in my real life, if I'm being honest with you. What's the picture? There isn't a picture on planking, but it's literally just like laying on one another, like just mush, and just like sliding in,
like legs feet touching, like literally planking.
Planking on,
I don't know if I've done that. I feel like I've done something semi to that, and it could be hot, but it's like I wouldn't want to do that for a half hour.
Yeah, I was very mad they put it this high because some of the other ones that they missed, I was like, who wrote these?
I think that's why it's up there, because who wrote these?
Yeah, it's lame.
Know. They read something else, looked at something else, and was like, oh, I'm going to write
that's high.
Yeah.
Okay, this one I agree with, but it's difficult. Now, this is number 6. It's called The Notebook, the Ryan Gosling treatment. It's where a man will have the woman placed up against a wall.
Yeah.
And fucking her. Now, in theory, the hottest way you could fuck someone. It truly is. I love a man picking me up and throwing me against a wall. I'm like, yes! That just tells me I'm about to have a ride of my life, you know?
Yeah.
But it's also very hard to maintain.
When these options come out or someone suggests pick her up, I say no. Unless she's like fucking 4'1" or shorter, I'm like, it's not gonna happen. And I will only pull that out when I'm like, I can actually lift her. I can actually hold her up and maintain and not feel like I'm gonna die. So this is really hot.
Just fall to the ground.
Yeah, just that slow, like boom, boom, and it's like, I can't. I'm going down. Put your legs down. Like, yeah. And
put your feet down. We're both falling.
Put them down. Get off. Even when it's like 2 guys, I'm still like, no. Like, I don't, it's not a thing. I'm not, I don't have inches to spare. It's really like, look, man, I'm going to be honest.
That is true. If you have a smaller dick, that position is super hard.
It's fucking awkward.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not like whatever you think.
You have distance-wise?
Like, it's not going to happen.
You're going to get my head popping in and out at this point because there's a lot of leftover material hanging outside.
It's like stand-in blanking. It's just like, I am fucking her. You can't see it. It is happening. Unless you're getting right under.
Also, it's hard camera angle unless you are getting directly under.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. So The Notebook.
The Notebook. Yeah. That's what they called it. I didn't call it.
I like the standing. I don't know. Is there a standing notebook? Is there like a Gazette?
It didn't make the top 10.
Okay, but like I like the standing facing, maybe holding one leg up.
Leg. Oh, okay. So she still has a foot on the
some
ground.
Gravity, and I'm not trying to pretend I'm
That's
Superman.
Fair.
Yeah, but that's just as sensual, and that's like a standing mish.
Agreed.
Basically. So yeah.
We're gonna call that the Gazelle. I like that.
The Gazelle, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay. That's what it should be there, the Gazelle. Okay, now this one I also do not fucking agree with. It's number 5, and it's shower sex.
Okay. I don't know. It gets cold.
Well, I'd say like the only time that shower sex would make sense for me is if you're right. If we have dueling shower heads, and in between the dueling shower head is like some sort of seated area where we can like do something seated, because for one, it's slippery and it's dangerous. For two, it takes away any lubrication. The water just washes away any lube or natural lube that you have going on. And honestly, yeah, it gets cold. People are trying to share the water or not share the water. I don't wash my hair every day, so if he puts my head in there and it's not hair washing day, I'm pissed, you know? So just a whole, I'm like, do not get this hair wet. Do you understand?
Do not see my body motion. Pay attention.
Yeah, I do not love. I think that shower sex for me has got to be like not even top 20. I just put it way down.
Yeah, it's like,
it's hot.
It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
it looks hot because it's steamy, it's wet, everybody's naked. That's cool.
Yeah.
Easy cleanup.
Yeah. I've done some good scenes.
Yes. Scenes.
Because it looks.
That's the difference.
It looks intense and everything. But as of like, hey, we're in bed, everything's great. Do you want to go in the shower? It's like, why? It's really late. Like, I didn't think this was going to be a whole thing. Like, who are you trying to impress right now?
We're so comfortable. You want to get all wet and then have to dry off again? That's awful.
No. You know what? I'll go to bed.
Yeah.
We're good.
Even when a man like joins me in a shower, if it's anything more than a rinse, like if I have to wash my face or like wash my hair, I'm like, get out of here. Now you're just annoying me. You're taking up my water. I don't want you here.
You throw it what?
Yeah. Yeah.
You throw it wrong.
You know, just come in here with your hard dick and I would want it. You're wrong.
No.
All right.
Sorry, buddy.
Moving on. We both agree, not in top 20. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Number 4, I do agree with. This is a good one. I don't know that it deserved top 4, but it's propped up on a pillow. So basically, she has the pillow underneath. Her ass is high, and he's coming in to fuck on top.
So are you saying like power driver? No, that's totally different.
No, so
because
she's
that's
like
a sex pillow.
Yeah, like a sex pillow.
If you don't have that, that's a little.
It is hard because you'd have to stack a million pillows to be that. Like a sex pillow is hard and angled very well.
Because I could see this working if it was like the edge of a couch.
Oh, okay.
You know, with the little
you could do it like that, though.
A little bit, but even I don't know. It's not.
You could still do it that way.
Yeah. But unless you own one of these, it's kind of I don't.
But I will say this is a super deep position. Like I get every inch of your cock from here. And I do really like that.
Dearly noted.
And I have access to my own clit from this position, which I truly like.
Yeah.
I like that he's further back and I can still like pull out my Hitachi and not hit him.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. It's
this is top 10 for me, but it's not 4 for me.
Okay.
Also, this next one, not top anything for me. Don't know how it made it. It's a porn thing. It's visually stimulating. Reverse cowgirl.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite. I don't enjoy it sexually. I don't love my ass. So I don't like my ass in someone's direct face either, you know? So I'm like, just stare at my worst quality. It makes me so like self-conscious. Also, my back is very moly, and I'm like, are they just counting moles at this point?
What are you looking at?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Are you touching them?
Yeah.
Are you connecting a dot?
Are you enjoying this, or are you just looking at all my flaws? Because that's exactly what I feel like.
This is...
It's a porn move.
It's a total porn move.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever did it once at home with anyone because why? But as for porno, it is a great position. It looks
pretty.
It looks so intense. It looks stressing. If you got good hips, you can make it like it's like holy shit, he went so fast and oh my god, and but it's kind of fucking ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Everybody, they could say they like it, but over time, like I hate it at some point. So this is false advertising.
Yeah, it doesn't even make my top 20 if I'm being honest. So. Okay, number 2. We're getting down to the wire. Sitting face to face, holding on to each other for stability.
Yeah, that's it's
comfortable.
Yeah, it's sensual. It's great.
It's hard to get good movement in this position, though. I feel like hard to get a good rhythm for everybody. How do you feel?
It's like unless you can't really do this on a bed, so it's kind of a chair position.
Well, that's what they're calling number 1.
Oh, that's weird. They kind of like hat on a hat.
I know.
BuzzFeed, what the fuck?
That's what I said. I was like, I just can't get down with BuzzFeed's.
I like your drawing because it does look like a two-headed spider.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, I'm into that.
But not the position.
No, not the position.
Yeah, I actually did this position last night.
Okay.
But it was in a transition phase. And we were both here for maybe 30 seconds. And I was like, And he's like, yeah, for me. And I was like, yeah, it's just not, not doing anything.
It's too much weight on my stomach. I might fart. Please get up. I could see doing that being in, this is where this works.
Yeah.
It's like a mix and match kind of. So if you go from mish and then you roll up into
That's what we did, yeah.
And then you roll down.
Backwards.
Yeah, and it's just like it's a fucking seesaw. And you can go back
but it's certainly not a number 2 position.
No. Whoever wrote this must be a virgin. What the fuck is wrong
I was
with
kind of thinking the same thing. I was like, are they just watching porn? I don't think they're actually having sex.
Yeah, they were like, let's look up ancient Greek methods.
They called number 1 sex in a chair, which again, I do not agree with their numbering. I do like sex in a chair. I can come a lot like this because I can just use a man for his penis and just let him take a moment to breathe,
Yeah, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm being honest. Sex in a chair, another thing that might have happened once in a while, but
in real life,
not like, hey, we're in bed. Let's go to the chair.
Even who's just randomly sitting on a chair also? Because you'd have to physically be like, we're going to have sex in this chair to make chair sex happen, right?
Yeah.
Because randomly you're not just sitting solo in a chair at your house and someone's like, I'd love to ride your dick, you know?
We just got new chairs also.
You don't want to ruin them like that.
I don't want to. Yeah, I'd feel bad.
Okay, so now let's discuss the ones that they missed. Or they didn't miss, they put them on their list, but
they didn't even put
way far
doggy.
Low. That's what I'm saying. They had doggy at 18. Doggy was 18.
Who wrote? I want to meet who wrote.
That's just rude because I feel like doggy for me is top 3.
Doggy down, doggy up.
All of it.
Yeah, that's, you could do. And is it doggy that could really get the deepest?
I don't know that doggy gets the deepest only because I feel like ass cheeks stop dick from getting completely on the angle, I guess. Yeah. Legs over shoulders, which you had mentioned when we were talking about missionary and you said put their legs over. Yeah. They had that at 11. Definitely should have been top 10 for me. I would have taken out the chair easily.
Fuck the chair.
Yeah.
Fucking chair.
Now, they did have, this is one I don't even think should be on the list, 69. But they had 69 on there and they had it number 12. Now, 69 has never, I've never gotten off in 69. Have you?
No. It's a fucking in between, I want to, if it's in the mood, again, this 69 to me is a visual,
agreed,
a movie thing. Mm-hmm. It's a work thing. It's we're gonna throw this in to kill about 2 minutes.
Yeah,
because
it's killing time.
We're both sweating.
Yeah, but it doesn't do anything for anybody. I feel like I've never met a person who's like, I get off in 69. No, you fucking don't. No, you.
That must be your only shit. Because you don't know what you're talking about.
But the one I was most upset about is number 17. They had Cowgirl at 17.
All right. Whoever wrote this don't know what they're doing.
Cowgirl is the number one way I get off. So I know this wasn't written by a woman. I know for a fact in all my heart and my soul. Because every single woman loves writing cowgirl. I don't care who she is. And she might even be like, no, I get tired. I don't like that I look fat from that angle. That's how she gets off, though. Like, turn off the fucking lights.
That's when she
and
has
ride.
the control.
Yes.
Of like, I'm going to go as deep as I want. I'm going to go as fast as I want. I'm going to fucking pin your hands down. You're going to choke me, spit on me. I spit on you. Little hair pulling on. Like, so much happens.
That's her time to shine.
I would fucking put almost Cowgirl in fucking number one.
Same. Like, I would too. I was very disappointed in Cher, number one.
So did a fucking guy, a bunch of dude bros, like just talk to other dude bros?
That's what I'm assuming happened here.
Who just related to like what they see in movies. And it's just like, that's sad.
It's bullshit.
Dicks.
It was rigged. Honestly, BuzzFeed, you guys suck.
Sorry.
You don't know what you're doing. You've watched too much porn. You haven't had enough sex. So
it's the fucking truth is right there.
True.
If that's your top 20, you're lame. You're pretty fucking lame, dude. Sorry.
Well, that's it. We've run out of time for this episode. Tommy, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at Tommy Pistol. You can find me on YouTube at Tommy Pistol for Real, I think. I'm totally fucking brain farting right now. Instagram, official_pistol_page. TikTok is Tommy Pistol, I think. And Instagram.
He almost knows where to find himself.
Yeah. If you search Tommy Pistol.
If you just Google, surely
OnlyFans.
They'll bring up a link for you.
Yes. And ask if it's me. We're speak about this episode and I'll confirm if it's me or
there
not.
You go.
If they're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
But send me $500. That's not going to be Tommy.
Always send me money.
Yeah, or maybe it is. True. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And until next time, adios.